Hello YouTube, Damo_23 here, and welcome back to another episode of Glory Hunter. Since we last met, we've played a few friendlies and got the team ready, and it's our first major national European competition, or national competition, but it is the Euros is what I'm trying to say. Today's episode, we are going to play for as long as possible in terms of giving you as many games in today's episode. So without further ado, without too much waffling, we're going to get straight into it. Anytime that we're starting to pump someone, off we go. I think the one game I'm not going to give you guys is the Georgia game. Out of all the teams in the group that we do have, Georgia are 68th in the world. We should be pumping them. Slovenia is another one. We're 42nd in the world. We should be pumping. But at least we open up against Greece, who are the hardest team that we got drawn out with. As you can see here, the group is, of course, then Georgia, Greece, and Slovenia. Slovenia are currently winning 1-0 in their game. It's kind of a position where we go full strength for this game. Then the next game, we rotate. Slovenia, we'd probably miss a match because we'd probably be 2 wins from 2. Important to note, because there's no training during European competitions or international competition in FM, you can't rest players. So where the AI is going to have a lot of tired squads later in the competition, I want to use my squad and really get us in a good position. Since we last met, internationals. And obviously we won the FA Cup last episode, so go check that out. And if you are enjoying the content, give it a like, do subscribe to the YouTube channel. We beat Colombia 4-1, Wales 4-1, and Scotland 4-1. Very consistent performances. We played full strength through here, Dembele getting a hat-trick, full strength through here, rotated through here, Guri getting 2, and then full strength through here, and Mbappe getting 2, which leaves us in this sort of position. Now, you guys might be thinking, Damien, any big notable names that you have dropped for this Euros? Not really, to be fair. I've kind of gone as full strength as possible, plus picking it on form, and the reason for the free friendlies was to get everybody into some good form before this competition. So, without further ado, this is what your squad is. On screen is what I believe is our best 11, which is pretty harsh on Calamundo and Gori, because these two are very close to getting in, one on the left wing or up front, and the other one playing up front because he's very explosive and moving Mbappe to the left wing. The reason why I've done it is when I fully rotate, I still have a couple of players that I think are first teams, French first team quality that are there in that squad as well. Without further ado, your starting 11 when fully fit, Theo Hernandez not 100%, is Manigan, Kalu, Upamecano, Kimbele, and Hernandez, Tushimeni, Camavinga, and Tisney. Yes, my boy Tisney in the middle, already at 4-star at an international level. Yeah, he's good. Ousmane Dembele moved to Manchester City in the save and is looking fantastic. Nkuku on the left with Mbappe up top. Yes, Mbappe is the one everyone wants to look at. Yeah, he's a joke. Hopefully he sticks around for the World Cup as well, because I've seen him retire at 30 for international duty, which is really, really weird. With that being said, though, you guys probably also want to have a look at Tisney. Yes, he's looking this good. He's developing. Yeah, he's an absolute monster. I am going to miss him after we win the Europa League with Newcastle. We're going to leave. On top of that as well, the rest of the team looks pretty damn good. Melier on the bench with Koundé, who could start, but yet again want to give another one of those first team players to the second squad for when we rotate. Fofana and Konate, look, both are very good, but not at the levels of Upamecano and Kimbembe. Mendy, who's going to start this first game here because Theo's not 100%. Manuel Kono, who I've seen grow bigger on saves. I've seen him grow into an absolute monster. He's at Nantes. He looks still very good. Very happy to use him. He's had a pretty good couple of years at Nantes. Kakwe, Kepa and Thuram, who starts in the midfield three of Tushimeni, Camavinga, and himself for Real Madrid. Yet again, could start, doesn't. Kingsley Coman only because he's playing for Liverpool. And then obviously Guri and Calamendo. And yeah, they're very good. Areola is the last keeper that we did pick as well. So without further ado, let's get into this Greece game here. It's going to be massive. Apparently that game finished 2-2 in the end. Ferland Mendy is going to play. He apparently has a bid from Monaco for 26.5 mil. Let's get into it. And hopefully we beat Greece. If we beat Greece, takes the pressure off the Georgia game. And then to be fair, because we win both of those, it probably takes the pressure off the Slovenian game, unless somehow Greece and Slovenia have all won all their games. And yeah, look, put it this way: we should be able to play this game and win. The next game we're going to probably win with the B squad. So then you can tell me I'm playing internationals this morning, which means then I just only have to recap the goals really, and probably only recap the goals of the Slovenian game. Since this episode isn't like an hour and a half long. But yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, Mbappe gets brought down. Looked like he was outside the box, so that's all good. I'm also getting messages about work a bit later on. And 30 minutes in, it's outside the box. It looked outside the box to me. There we go. No penalty. Pointless highlight. For us to have a good competition, Mbappe needs to go flying. Nkuku's on here based on form of recent internationals, or else I would have started Minguri. And look, I'm open to switching based on form in this competition as well. I think a lot of this squad is what we'll talk about in this episode if we get there and win the competition. Because if I don't win, France will sack me. Even if I come third, France will sack me. What I will say is, if we do end up winning, we obviously then look World Cup wise with this squad. And if we look World Cup wise with this squad, I think there's a lot of older players that might struggle to make that squad, which leaves France in that precarious position of we're really world class, but generally how they go on FM, we're getting a bit old. And unlike international, unlike club football, you can't really go out there and buy younger talent. Anyway, Tisney wins the ball, who's going to be a key part of this competition and future competitions. And that is a poor ball there. Limnos going on a run. Mavropanos. Douglas Augusto, that's a great name. Mendy wins that one back. Camavinga, good touch. Back to Kimpembe. Tisney, great ball. Nkunku, needs options. Still going. Deflection, unfortunately for Odyssey. He was going to save it. It was going across keeper. It wasn't absolutely fantastic. But the deflection of the defender pokes it home at the near stick. If we somehow go 4-0 up at some stage, I'll just obviously cut to the next time we're going to have a bit of a chat. But yeah, Tisney, Nkunku, Bull, and as you can see, the deflection here of number 12, which is unfortunate for Odyssey. But we're 1-0 up. In saying that though, we're usually a side that keeps the ball very well. So I think a big shout out to Greece for playing quite well here. But Mendy going on the overlap. Nkunku now. Have a dig. Straight at the keeper, unfortunately. And there we go. My cat is in the room doing all sorts of things to the wall and having a bit of fun and doing whatever. Anyway, Nkunku with the ball. Headed away. Tisney. Ousmane Dembele beats one. Cross keeper, surely. Great finish, Ousmane Dembele. You saw that coming as soon as he dropped the shoulder, got beyond. It was fantastic. And there we are. We're 2-0 up. Our campaign here in the Euros is starting swimmingly, which is perfect. Exactly what we're after here as well. Bull gets there, finds Tisney. Ousmane Dembele, drop the shoulder, cross keeper. Absolutely fantastic. 44 minutes played. Kimpembe with a bad touch. That's not good. Allows Greece to probably get down this channel. Into Zacharias. Christopher Tolli's hits just wide. Their key player, of course, they're Greece. And there we go. Into the dressing room. We're very happy. Blown them away in the first 45 minutes. We haven't really blown them away, but it's been good. And Nkunku on the corner. Front stick to Tushamendi. It's free. It's perfect. We are starting to have a really, really good time out there now, which is fantastic. If we do make it 4-0, and it's before the 70th minute, I'll obviously cut to the end of the game, or I'll cut to recapping results here in the group. Because, look, if we're pumping Greece 4-0 and the other two teams are nowhere near this level of quality, we kind of got the easiest group. When I mean we got the easiest group, have a look at this. Let's go and have a look at the groups here quickly. We go to the Euros. Right, if you have a look at the groups, you got Netherlands, Denmark, Spain, Ukraine, group of death. Germany, Austria, Italy, Scotland. Austria are a lot better than what we've got of Georgia, Slovenia and Greece. Then you look at the other one, you got the Czechs, Belgium, Norway, Wales. Pretty easy group for Belgium, but the rest of them are all fighting, right? So maybe me and Belgium got the easiest group. England, Bosnia, Iceland know what they're doing, and Sweden do too, who I attack. So not the easiest there for England. And then Croatia's got Hungary, but Portugal and Slovenia. And we know Hungary, from what we've seen with Dominic Sizeball, that they can be any sort of quantity they want. So when it comes to look at the groups, this is why I reckon we got the easiest group, because, well, look, out of all the teams of reputation, we've got the three easiest teams of reputation with us, bar probably Belgium. And saying that, Norway have got Haaland, and Wales are Wales, even though we just pumped them, they can do all sorts of things at competition. So yeah, anyway, Mbappe scores. If he's onside, we're going to cut to the next part of the episode. I missed the build-up, so I'm probably going to say he was on, but we'll wait and we'll see. Kylian Mbappe is offside. Unfortunately, that could have been he's off by a bit. Could have been us going into the into a cut there to the end of the game, but that's okay. Look, considering that it's now the 70th minute, I'm just going to play this one out for you boys. With that being said, Mendy is dead, and Theo Hernandez, though, is not 100%. Back in training tomorrow, might leave that. Kalu is dead, we'll get Kunde some minutes. We're only allowed to make 3 changes. See, this is so backwards, because that changes. FM don't update nothing when it comes to international duty. Kevin Turam for Camavinga, because why not? And with that too, I'm going to give Gori a game. Actually, yeah, I'm going to give Gori a game to see if he wants to get a late goal here. Try getting into this Euros as a goal-scoring threat. And I'll wait for giving our backup striker the next game, because I will full rest Mbappe. Well, when I mean full rest, I mean I'll start him on the bench and then probably get him on so he can try and win Golden Boot. But he hasn't scored yet today, so who knows about that. Anyway, ball gets headed away, but only be as far as Kunde finds Thuram, who goes on a bit of a run, looks for Mbappe, pretty ambitious, but win that one back. That's going to find Mbappe. That should be a goal. Mbappe's having a very poor day. We're 3-0 up and you're telling me Mbappe doesn't do anything? I would have laughed. But that's the position we find ourselves in. Suma Dembele. Dayot doesn't win that. Should be the highlight here. 80 minutes played. It is. Pretty dominating display. Apart from us not keeping the ball, we've kind of marshaled Greece out of this game. They haven't really done anything. Haven't looked like scoring. And, well, it's a 3-0, a clean sheet, an opening day, big tick. Awesome. With that being said, I am going to go and fully rotate here against Georgia. There's probably no point in giving you this game because it's going to probably end in a bloodbath of about 7 or 8, and that would be a waste of time, I think, to give you that one there as well. Yes, Tisney was fantastic. This is why I pulled him up. Man of the match is our own Roman Tisney. This has been a project in the making. Since we found him in FC Cian, it's been 6.75 mil AC Milan, get him growing, and then first team full strength football where he's played 24 games, 6 off the bench in the league this year. And, well, this guy's going to win me a Europa League as well, and maybe the Euros as well. So, look, I'll be back for the... I'll probably be back to recap the end of the group here. We're probably going to pump Georgia, and then leaves me in a position that against Lavinia we just need a point to secure top. And to be fair, on paper we should pump them too. I don't want to make this episode massively long because I want you guys to think, if you look at the runtime, oh, hang on a second, it's only went for 25-30 minutes. Must have not have won the Euros. May have done. Who knows? I might even do the final if we get there in a different episode. Welcome into the second part, the knockout stage part of this episode here, YouTube. We, of course, have played the last two group games as we should have. We've won both. I'll just tell you that I have slightly turned around what I was going to do with the squad. In saying that, though, the second round draws come in. We finished top. Portugal must have finished second in their group because we've got an almighty tie in 4 days' time. We're going to go and have a look at all the groups though, so we can see what is going on here. There's all your second round draws. Spain play Greece, who we knocked out, who we had in the group, apologies. Netherlands, Germany, massive. Bosnia as playing Austria. Means some big names have gone. Sweden have played Belgium. Italy have got Croatia. The Czechs have got England, and Norway have Slovakia. Wow, there's a couple of ties you look at and you go, oh, there's a couple of teams there that are like playing each other that are, teams in the quarterfinal would be licking their lips for. If we were to win this one, we would play the winners of Netherlands and Germany. So, we're getting quite a tough run for finishing top, which is not good. If we were then going to go and win, we would play the winners of Czech Republic, England, Norway, and Slovakia. So you would imagine that we're going to run into... We're going to run into either Netherlands or Germany, whichever one, and then we're going to run into England in the semi. Have a look at the other side, though. Sweden, Belgium, Italy, Croatia. Bosnia, Austria, Spain, Greece. If there's no way that we're not getting to see Spain, Italy quarterfinal on the other side of the draw, a semi-final on the draw, then I don't know what's going on in this Euros. Let's have a look at the group stage, though, because it's obviously been very, very thrilling. In Group A, we had Spain and Netherlands getting out of the group of death. Denmark with 2 draws, and then we failed to beat Netherlands to make it through on the final day. Austria finished top. They won 3 games. Wow, Germany lucky maybe to get through. They beat Germany 2-0, and Italy they beat as well. Italy get through as the 3rd place team. Italy lost 2 and then slapped up Scotland to get through. Wow. We obviously topped the group with Greece, and we'll recap our games a little bit more in depth in a second. Wow, Norway won all 3. Haaland must be going crazy. Um, 3-0, 2-0, 2-1. Belgium lost only the one game. Drew as well to Wales. Czechs get through on the basis that they beat Wales by enough goals. Walesers. England, Sweden, and Bosnia all get through there as well. England top of the group, Sweden coming second. And wowee, this is why we got Portugal. Croatia and Slovakia get out the group automatically, and Portugal get out as one of the best third-place teams with Italy and the Czechs. That is massive. So let's see, they beat Hungary, who have Dominic Sizebol and caused all sorts of issues in the World Cup in recent times. Croatia 1-1 and then lost to Slovakia. Wow, Croatia have 1-2 and only drew the one game to Portugal. And we have to now face a Portuguese side that finished third, who have my boy Rafael Leao. I rejected going for their job to take the France job. Fun. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. Let's go and recap how we went, and then obviously I'll be back for that game there as well. I decided to go full strength against Georgia and rotate for the last game because beating Georgia means we're 100% through, and it also means that the boys get extra rest before this knockout round game. So I decided to change that. As you can see, Mbappe got going, 2 goals and an assist. Absolutely dominated. Conceded, though, to their only shot on target. And, well, Slovenia's game with a fully rotated squad, a little bit more closer as we're looking at Kingsley Coman somehow. They'd scored with their only shot on target. 1 shot, 1 attack, 1 goal. But we dominated the game. Yes, we probably should have scored a couple more goals. But anytime you can fully rotate in an international competition where FM doesn't let you rest players and make sure players' fitnesses are okay, I'm going to take a win no matter what. So, look, big game coming. We've got Portugal. We're playing the Netherlands or Germany in the quarterfinal. So we got a game of death and another game of death. That is like momentously, these could be finals that we could be up against, but oh well. We're the second best team in the world behind England. We then would get them in the semi. Yeah, we're going to have an almighty run if we're going to win the Euros here. But well, look, we'll see what we can do. And I'll be back in a second for Portugal. Portugal, second round of the Euros. And it is a competition we must win. And if we were to go out now, we would get the sack, of course, as well. Let's go and have a look at how they have gone in their game. So they drew 1-1 to Croatia. And let's go and see. Croatia, by the way, very even game. Did what they needed to do. Bernardo Silva scored as well. They lined up in a 4-3-3. They then lost to Slovakia and then had to win against Hungary, by the way, to make it out. Yeah, look at that. Failing really to convert their domination. Bernardo Silva with an assist. Luiz off the bench scored. Interesting. There, Slovakia lined up in a 4-2-3-1 against them. They're lacking a little bit of quality. And then against Hungary, it all clicked. And Arundro scored. Rafael Leao played well, but it was all Arundro with Neto scoring as well. How does Arundro look, actually? I think we're going to have a bit of a click on Arundro here. Yeah, he's actually developed quite well and very well rounded, that is for sure. Look, if that's the case then, we're in a little bit of a better spot, you would feel. Now, this is definitely a game I am going to go bang full strength. However, when is the third round? When would the quarterfinals be played? Austria v Spain, this is where we need to look. So Austria and Spain have already got their groups. Austria and Spain play on the 30th, so in 5 days, probably mean we're getting 6 days worth of break. We'll go, give or take 5 to 6 days, we'll go full strength. With that being said, running include Upamecano, Kimpembe Hernandez, Tushamendi, Tisney, Camavinga, Dembele, and Cuckoo and Mbappe. Pretty simply put, if we somehow winning 2-0 or whatever, this is where you need to be really smart in these big, international competitions, in my view, and where we can get an edge over the AI. Start resting your big and key important players. Mbappe, obviously, Camavinga, Tushamendi. Only allowed 3 changes instead of 5, which just sucks. And then as well, start managing games, start time wasting, start lowering that tempo, because if they can lower the tempo and keep as much fitness around them, they will then naturally recover a little bit quicker. I still think it is ludicrous that you cannot organise training for big international competitions. Let's have a look at how they're lining up in general. We do have Diogo Costa in there with Santos, Manuel, Ruben Diaz, Nuno Mendes. Rafael Luiz is starting after scoring in one of the group games. So there he is, Rafael Luiz. Bernardo Silva in the middle with Renato Sanchez. Pedro Neto. Rafael Leao is not 100% fit, to be said. And Diogo Jota is up top as well. A lot of their bench isn't 100%. And Joe Felix has a knock and is not starting in this one here. He has a potential thigh injury, and that's a big out for them as well. I would say everything points to us winning this game. However, and the big however is, it's Portugal at a major Euro competition. They generally know how to get it done. So let's see what happens here. Time to get nervous. Mike Manigan, Kimpembe. This is where you just pray that we just turn into bloody prime France and next minute it's 4-0 inside a half and Mbappe's got a hat-trick. Because if it does that, you then just time waste from second half onwards and just get him to relax. Anyway, Renato Sanchez, out there to Ruben Diaz. And he drives and finds Rafael Leao. A little bit more back here as well. Nuno Mendes now on the overlap, and this is what I expect to more happen, is Portugal to be good. On paper, and yet on paper they might be slightly tired, and yes, on paper, why has Tisney left that for Thiago Santos? If they score from this, I'm going to be livid. Backstick ball, Rafael Leao's there, he's good in the air. Need to get that one away, we don't. Rafael Leao on it again, his ball and deflected wide. It was a great ball out from our centre-back, and Tisney all he had to do was pick it up, and off he goes. I think he left it for Nkunku, and Nkunku decided to not go for it. If one of them picked it up, we're free against free. So yeah, in the end, after a nervous opening 3 minutes, it's still 0-0. Look, I don't think there's a world where we pump Portugal. I think this is going to be tight and tense. But if somehow we get going, and because we are one of the best teams in the world, if we get going, we can pump them. And then, well, we would obviously look to start time wasting and start keeping that fitness being a big thing here. Theo Hernandez, who loves lacking in fitness, he always does. He always did for me at AC Milan, finds Nkunku. Tushamendi, free effort. Oh, he's put it wide and high. He had so much time to probably place and curl it in there. Instead, he decided to go very direct and put it over the bar. As you can see here, though, they are Portugal having a good opening 10 to 15 minutes here. Ruben Diaz now finds Nuno Mendes and finds Sanchez. Bernardo gets squeezed by Tisney. And Sanchez now. Rafael Leao. Nuno Mendes. Always gives us issues on most games is Nuno. Kalou stands on him but doesn't get it on there. Renato Sanchez can hit that inside to Diogo Jota. And well, Portugal should be 1-0 up. We should really be down here. We're not, and we're very lucky that that is the case. Corner for Nkunku. Front stick cleared away, but only as far as Tushamendi flicks it into Dayot. It was a great flick on. Nkunku's there. Tushamendi wanted it. Nkunku says no. Now he gives it to him. That's an effort. That's what he should have done with the first one. This one, he decided to take that half an extra second to wrap his foot around it. And, well, he puts it into the absolute top bin. And I don't care who you are in goals. You ain't saving that one. And that is 1-0 France. And to be fair, inside the first 20 minutes, against the run of play. Nkunku picked it up. Finds Tushamendi. One touch. Picked out the top bin. That is a sensational goal and one of the goals of the tournament. And well, sometimes having world-class players is just nice that they produce moments of magic. Tushamendi wins that one. Camavinga brings it down. Tisney beats one, drives through the heart of the Portugal defence, leaving a few in his wake. Mbappe picks that one up in a 1-on-1, but Diogo Costa foils. Would have counted, he was onside. And the highlight is not over. Dayot, Tushamendi, Camavinga, great run from Mbappe, one touch, cross keeper, deflected and wide. That one was offside though. 26 minutes played, starting to get on top here. Mbappe chips one backstick, Dayot heads over. Would have been nice if Upamecano finding the net for 2-0. But as it stands, 1-0, starting to dominate now. First 20 minutes was Portugal. Last 20 minutes of this half was ourselves as we're approaching half time here. Time does tick. There's going to be one more highlight. Camavinga looking for Ousmane Dembele and finds him. But he gives it straight to Nuno Mendes with a very poor touch. Ruben Diaz, Sanchez, Rafael Luiz, Bernardo, Neto, Diogo Jota. Moments. Manigan, what a save. And in the 43rd minute, Portugal again could have scored. Another big moment for Jota. And well, still 1-0 thanks to our world-class goalkeeper in net. It's been it's an awful punch. Nuno Mendes is there, deflected and cleared. Wow, get it away, boys, and we do. Need to get into half-time here, finding it hard to now. Now they're starting to dominate again. Manigan comes and punches that one. Good keeping. And a good tackle from Ousmane Dembele, but falls to Pedro Neto still. Inside. Rafael Leao has a chance. Manigan, what a save. AC Milan teammate being tested and foiled by another AC Milan teammate. I miss those two, boys. Anyway, Portugal have been really good in this half. First 20 minutes was theirs, last 20 minutes was ours, and the last 5 minutes of the first half, back theirs. This game has got a good cut and thrust, and they're on again here. Bernardo Silva, Manigan again, good keeping. This is not the game we expected. And look, if Portugal played like this throughout the whole of their group, they would have topped it. So where's this come from? I am going to get aggressive here and tell them, look, I'm far from pleased, to be fair. And they've responded well. And the reason is we are the second best team in the world. This is a Portugal side that have been struggling in the group and finished third. I know that on paper they're world class, but this is a sort of game that when we've stayed in the first 20 minutes of domination that they had, and then you dominate the next 20 and you score, you make it 1-0, but you had chances to go 2-0 and you don't, and you're one of the best teams in the world, and then you let them back into it. The only good positive thing is we somehow kept a clean sheet there thanks to our keeper in the first half. Anyhow, let's continue on. In terms of fitness, you can see a couple of the Portuguese lads are starting to become unfit. Rafael Leao, who's probably their biggest asset, is now very unfit on the field. We are starting to get to that way. Camavinga's obviously getting a little bit legless, but we do have Kefir and Thuram that can come into that role. And we've got a couple others, of course, in there too. Mendy is that too. I am going to make that first change. Camavinga is going to come out, and his aim is going to be Kefir and Thuram. And I am going to move it like so, because I think Thuram's better in this role here. Actually don't mind him being a deeper line playmaker, to be fair. Sit in, distribute the ball, you've got good range of passing. With that being said, I am going to leave Tushamendi out there for now because I don't want to commit to making too many changes in case they get a goal. This leaves you in that precarious position where if this is 2 or 3-0, then obviously you could rotate a little bit. I'm now going to make another change here. I think Guri on the break, just as an option for Nkuku, is fine. And I reckon this is where you do have to bring Manuel Kone on, I think. Just get him to go do Kone things. He's very good at what he does. So, yeah. That's more of a defensive change. Time ticks away. Mbappe's had a stinker, but oh well, it's Mbappe. And here he goes. Kylian Mbappe. To make it 2-0 from the set piece, just over the bar. We've been good. Rafael Leao came off injured, poor bloke. I am going to move us into balance here and to start time wasting. Everything else is going to stay the same. Play for a set piece though will go on. Start time wasting now, boys. Try and get home. Look, clean sheet, tick. Played well on paper? Yeah. Could we have rotated a bit more in that game? Maybe. But are we through to the next round? That's all that matters. Yet again, I think we should have done better. However, I'm definitely going to just tell them, look, great win, you're still in the competition, off we go. Now, the big thing for this, and I didn't want to speak about it, is we have got the Netherlands next, because I saw that game. I didn't watch it, but I saw it. Have a look how the Netherlands got through, ladies and gentlemen. Have a look how the Netherlands got through. In extra time against Germany, and not just in extra time against Germany. Germany were better. Germany were basically through, and then in the 90th minute, Vink stood up to score, but then Gakpo created a chance for Rivi and scored as well. So there you are. Big moment here. This is the goal that kept the Netherlands in the competition. The goal that kept them in the competition. Now, they're going to be a little bit more tired because of this. But as you can see in the 89th, 90th minute, ball comes through. Vink's there. He's world class. Drives through. It's a great goal, to be fair. Germany caught on the break. They're going to be a team that is interesting. Now, they did lose to Spain, and I want to just double check how they lost to Spain. They played 4-2-3-1, and Spain just kind of controlled them. Look, I have trouble playing Spain. I don't want to play Spain. I feel like if I play Spain, we probably get beat because they've already beaten me once as an international manager here at France. So, with that being said, I've got the Netherlands next. They're going to be tired. It's not for 6 days. We get the late game, which I think in this circumstance is good because I can go full strength, but also bad because the Netherlands will be able to rest a touch more naturally because it's 6 days between games. If this game was 3 days away, I could nearly fully rotate and Netherlands, being the AI, would come out full strength and we would beat them because they would have no fitness. But with that being said, see you guys in a second for the Netherlands. Welcome back. Quarterfinal, France, Netherlands, absolutely massive. But you know what was massive? The second round result after our game against Portugal. You aren't going to believe the amount of craziness that went on. So obviously we played there, the Netherlands got through in extra time, and I've recapped how they got through. I'm pretty sure I recapped how they got through. Did I do that last time, or was it just how I looked? Anyway, the Netherlands got through in the 90th minute. I'm pretty sure I've done this. Yeah, Vink scored. I've showed you the goal at the end of the last episode, or the last part of the episode. As you can see here, though, when you go to the second round, right? Belgium beat Sweden in extra time, standard. Croatia knocks out Italy, who are unbelievable in this save, Italy, in extra time. 2 massive injuries to Barella and Kezia left Italy playing with virtually not much going on, and they copped it. And there you go. And to be fair to Croatia, they were the better side, even though they only had 37% of the ball. You then watched and witnessed the most brutal FMing of all time. England being England, and Tamori, one of my former players, missing to see them lose in a penalty shootout versus the Czechs. And as you can see here, 9 shots 2 versus 20 shots 10. And I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, there you are. That is an absolutely offending. The Czech Republic have gone bonkers. And then lastly, but not least, Norway knock out Slovakia, which sees Norway come through. And Norway with Haaland are charging towards a semi-final. What a big moment it could be. Have a look. We're going to play the winners of the Czechs and Norway. It's going to make us odds-on favourites for the semi-final. And to be quite fair, look, if it's Norway, it's the Haaland factor, whatever Haaland does. But if it's somehow the Czechs, we could full rotate and make the final. And so the plan is today, in this game, is yes, there's a couple of boys not 100% fit. Camavinga probably doesn't start this one because he's probably not as unfit. And probably Dembele comes out. I might actually get Mbappe, and we probably get Ali on the last man, who's quite quick. But keep it basically full strength. I just don't think Camavinga would last 45. Or would he? I think we're booking in a transfer, a good old FPL talk. I think we're booking in a sub there. Look, what I'm trying to say is we could go full strength here, or as full strength as possible, and then obviously rotate in the semi to get a full strength team in the final, which I know sounds ludicrous to rotate in a Euro semi-final, but when it's the Czechs or Norway, I think the fully rotated French side wins that. With that being said, same back four as always. Tusha Mendy in the hole. Kone gets a start with Tisney. I haven't gone Keffer and Turam because have a look at Kone's stats as a box-to-box midfielder. He is like a dream. Passing, tackling, technique, work rate, physical monster, 6'1", runs through the centre. Just do what you need to do, mate. Fio Hernandez out on the other side as well. And if we do get through and it is the Czechs, we're definitely rotating. If we do get through and it is Norway, we're mostly rotating with a couple of key players probably starting the semi as well. But look, it is an important game. I do want to have a look who's playing in there. So they got Denfield Dumfries and Owen out wide. I actually don't mind playing Mbappe now on the left because I think Dumpster Dad's a great attacking fullback. But as you can look at him here, positioning a 12, tackling a 14, you're going to put Denzel Dumfries, who's so good at getting forward, up against Mbappe on his side that is going to look to get him behind, him all the time. I actually think having Mbappe out against him and Ali up top is something that I think is really good. I'm tempted to almost play Gori out there and let Gori have him, but I think Mbappe is someone that we'll put out there. Anyway, and then we can use Gori off the bench if needed, up front or out wide. Let's go and see how they're actually lining up. It should be how they just saw there. Big game, this. Yeah, Bigelow, Dumpster Dad, Timber, DeLitt, Owen, Cooper Miners, De Jong, Simmons, Rivy, Bergwijn, and Cody Gakpo. So, yeah, very interesting. We'll say Timber's not starting. Where is Timber? Oh, there he is. And Vink isn't starting, even though he probably should. He is ludicrously good. He is unbelievable, Vink. We'll say as well, Virgil van Dijk hasn't got a club. He's retiring from football in general and is still playing international games for the Netherlands. Yeah, he's pretty scary good, is Van Dijk. He just lacks pace. Telling you right now, if he wanted to go one more year, I'd bring him in as the backup centre-back at Newcastle. Anyhow, we played the Netherlands last year in the Euro, in the European Invitational competition thing. We lost to Spain, obviously, in the semi. Then we beat them 3-1 in the third round playoff. I will say as well, this will be the last game of the episode. That is correct. The reason why is I'm going to give you the semi-final next episode, if we make it. If we get knocked out, it's the last game of the episode, of course, as Kimpembe picks it up. It also means that if we lose, we have the third place playoff. So no matter what, you get in 2 games. As Theo Hernandez puts us 1-0 up. Too busy talking, not switching the camera. Theo Hernandez picks it up. Brings me back to my AC Milan days only a couple of years ago now, a year and a bit ago now, where he just goes on a run. Kimpembe holds it up, and Theo just goes, all right, then I'm dropping the shoulder. No one goes with him, and he's got a sweet left foot. And well, Theo Hernandez puts us up 1-0 inside the first 20 minutes here in the quarterfinal of the Euros. Let's see what we can do here. It's a pretty good start here. Fairly full strength. I do expect the Netherlands to come at us though, and quite significantly. De Jong. Gakpo looked offside. Great touch. Great finish. I think he's off. Wait for VAR. Have a bit of a stress drink of the coffee. They're not celebrating, which usually means it's not a goal, and there we go. Did look offside. It looked like he was in the box, so everybody else was outside the area. Yeah, basically, just one big half a step, to be fair. It was a bit closer than I thought. But there we go. Good line from us is what we'll say. Very even first 26 minutes. You almost say that the Netherlands have had the better of the attacking play, where we've had more of the ball. So a good cut and thrust to this one. Kalou, Kone, getting a start here in this quarterfinal. Tisney, what a ball. Mbappe's been there. That is exactly what we wanted. Dumpster dad with poor positioning. Good fullback going forward. Defensive fullback, not against Mbappe. And there we are. Tisney, what a ball. This kid is special. One of my favourite wonder kids that I've ever had and produced. What a ball. It's like Xavi-esque or Iniesta-esque to Messi. It's just pick it up. That's the curling ball into the channel. Mbappe rolls dumpster dad like he's some second-rate amateur fullback, which he's not, but compared to Mbappe, mate, you have your hands filled. And, well, that is 2-0. And Kone now whips one back stick. Mbappe, dumpster dad tried to bring him down by the looks of that. He's giving him a torrid time. Tushamendi, Tisney, Mbappe. Oh, it's brilliant. It's wonderful. It's tactical genius. We've moved Mbappe out wide, and we've unleashed the monster that is. It's 3-0, it's 30 minutes, and Dumpster Dad is having a torrid one. Tisney, Tushamendi, Tisney picks up. It was Tushamendi and Theo, by the way. But that ball around the corner, Tisney drops in, doink, and Dumpster Dad doesn't follow around. Look at Tisney present here. Just give it to me. There it is. Dumfries tried to pull Mbappe back, but he was already long gone. And, well, that's 3-0, all she wrote. And Mbappe has a brace. Attacking Dumpster Dad like no tomorrow, which feels bad because I have a lot of time for Dumpster Dad. Anyway, Nkuku, Kone, Ali gets tackled, hit over the bar, unlucky. Very, very good half here, approaching half time. At some point, we might even start thinking about wasting some time and slowing this game down, but considering that the semi isn't going to be against a big, big, big nation, we probably don't need to do that as much. Saying that, though, Mbappe's already got a brace, and maybe we just bring him off. I'm almost tempted to bring Mbappe off and to say, job done, before he gets too tired. I'm not brave enough to do it. Same with Tisney. I think like Tisney's having a storm. I'll just take him off too and just start resting boys. If I could make 5 changes, I would, but I can't. I can only make 3. Anyway, De Jong looking for Bergwijn. A goal for them makes things interesting anyway. De Jong. Kalou gets picked apart. Bergwijn, good run. Manigan's beat. There you go. No changes. Thinking about, okay, let's make some changes. No changes. Let's not make a change, please. 3-1, 58 minutes played. It's a good run from Bergwijn here. Like, look at him pick it up and he blitzed past Kalou. He can't make a tackle because he's on a booking. Highlight from kickoff. I don't know if I like or not like this. Usually leads to the team with the ball scoring, but if Netherlands win that and score, they score 2 goals in 2 minutes, this is game on again. Nkuku, Ali. He has Mbappe back stick if he wants him. So he went for goal and fires over the bar. Just going to let this one play. Tushamendi looks dead. There's going to be a few others. Mbappe looks dead. Bidgelow now. I'm almost a bit scared to make changes though, just in case. Clivert now comes on. I might get Kalou off so he can make it, so the fullback can make it foul. I might get Koundé in here. Kone with the presence of mind. He turned in his own box. Mbappe ran at Dumpster Dad. Dumpster Dad actually puts in a good tackle to be fair to him. Theo Hernandez now finds Tisney. Great switch of play to Nkuku. Ali's got a moment. Puts it past the keeper. It's Arnold Calamundio. I call him Ali. I'm thinking like that Ali Choi guy that plays for France and actually grows in some games. Arnold Calamundio. What a finish. Tisney yet again in the right area. What a ball. Nkuku first time. And well, that's a goal that should settle some nerves with the Netherlands coming back here at 4-1. We are going to make a change ourselves. Kalou on that booking is going to come off for Koundé. But more importantly, Tushamendi is going to come off here 4, Kefren Turam is going to sit in and just play the deep line playmaker and defend because it suits him more. And Mbappe is dead, and Amini Guri is going to come on that left-hand side. There we go. At 4-1 up, I think it's a nice time to get Mbappe off and just say, all right, mate, just chill. Just chill now. Mike Madigan for Dale Upamecano. Draws of it. At 5-1, I'll start wasting time because then they need 4. Right now, I don't want to kind of give them the game. Ali will get there. Keeper didn't come. Bidgelow made a save. Should have been Bidgelow's ball anyway. Should have come and collected. Didn't. And yeah. Nkuku now. Cleared away. Should be the highlight here. Tisney's had a storm of games. Sweeps up. He's been out crazy. Can I just say, Dumpster Dad, 5.8. Mbappe's giving him a bath. Amini Guri now. Looks for Arnold, doesn't find him. Theo's in a good position to win that back and does. Maxine Katkurt. Kone. Guri. Oh, what a finish. What a goal. Arnold scores for 5-1. Think what that means, boys, is start low on that tempo. Start wasting time. Play for some set pieces. If you do get that forward, do whatever. Hold shape. Slow it down. Out of position. Just relax. Just don't do what you need to do. That's 5-1. They're not scoring 4 and 15. So now let's save as many of the legs as we can, like Tisneys and etc. That's a great goal. Fernandez, great secondary press. Maxime Katkurt Kone. Must have brought him on instead of Kefren Turam. Doesn't matter. Guri, though, first time ball inside. Yet again, Dumpster Dad. Nowhere to be found. And there we go. That is all she wrote. Apparently we're still on positive. Yeah, we'll leave it on positive. It doesn't really matter. Nkuku now. Good ball in. Amini Guri. 6-1. Well, we'll send a warning shot to everybody. We're a very good footballing side. It's 6-1. And, okay, we're starting to hit our stride. Because we haven't really got out of like third gear yet. But tonight, we've put it right up in the sixth. A couple of gear changes. And we'll see later. The Netherlands are being absolutely pumped. We're trying to like calm this game down. We're trying to like just relax, lads. Well, they need 5, so a goal for them right now wouldn't really matter too much. In saying that, though, it's headed away. Chavi Simmons, Ring Pong now picks that one up. Cooper Miners, DeLitt can hit one from distance. Actually, nearly did. Look, I'm very happy with this. This has been superb, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This is sensational. Nkuku. De Jong. Well, we know we're into the semi. And next episode will be that semi-final. Cody Gakpo. Backstick ball. Cliver. What defense? Oh, never mind. I thought Kunde got a great tackle. In the end, it's just deflected over Manigan and in. Doesn't really matter. 6-2. That's okay. Is what is. Oh, goal right now for them. With a goal from kickoff and things get interesting. Goal could get interesting here. That's for sure. Theo wins. Doesn't win it back. Hang on a second. Don't do it. Gakpo's there. He might be onside here. Surely not, right? Just everybody relax. Everybody calm down. Surely not. If it doesn't count, it doesn't matter. He's offside. Okay. If that was 6-3, I don't know what I would have done. I probably would have went out aggressive again. This is what I don't get. You're trying to defend the game, and the game's just like, oh no, but he's just offside, which is good. Oh no, you're trying to defend. That does not how it works. In the end, that's going to be all she wrote. We're in to the semi-final of the Euros. There we go. Very nice victory. Very well done. When is that next game? That is the question. We got 4 days. Right. Apparently I got a friendly against LA Galaxy at some point. Interesting. France on course. There we are. Tisney there. There we go. Right. Let's go find out who we're going to get here in the semi. In the final. Because they'd be playing now. That means we get an extra day's break on the team we're playing. Oh, this is so nice. This is very nice. Who are we going to get? Let's find out here. This will be the last part of the episode. If you've enjoyed the episode, give it a like. Go and subscribe to the YouTube channel. I think we want the Czech Republic, but if it's Norway, it's Norway. We'll take either of them. Here we go. We are going to get Norway because they absolutely pump the Czechs. This guy's scoring goals for fun. Don't know who you are. You're not really a goal scorer, but he's scoring goals for fun. Iwoto scored. How have you been playing, my man? Form? He's my boy. Norway in the Euros. Has played every game, basically. Bar Belgium, he came on as a pressing forward just to see it out. Okay, a couple good, decent performances. Good on you, Iwoto. But that's who we got next. Alright, next episode, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It is the semi-final of the Euros. We've got Norway with a chance to make the final, and then obviously it will either be the third place playoff if we lose, or the European final to tick it off the save. Till next time, I'll see you guys. Thank you very much, and do subscribe to the YouTube channel. There are links down below. Me and Paul have got the podcast back up and running, so go check that out as well.